right, guys, this is part 2 of the phone call between the neighbor, Bobbie, and Terri Lynn. Now, this is a totally separate conversation from the one that the neighbor did with JLR. I'm just trying to compare and see if her story has stayed the same, which so far in video part 1, to me it has. It has not changed. So here is part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, go back and watch it.
And give him a heads up because he was afraid that it was going to get to his work and he was going to lose his job because it kept getting all over. She had to go to her church and have a meeting with her church and tell her church about what was going on because she was afraid it was going to get to church.
This is horrible. Listen, if anybody out there that's torturing people, y'all don't do that because that is creepy and those kids don't deserve that.
No, they don't.
Scared children, bullied children, no bullying, please, of kids. Well, I don't even know who started that. That's going to make me mad.
Well, that's what happens with all these speculations and crap. As soon as somebody says something about, oh, she's having an affair, well, can we just keep it at that and leave it alone? Why do you have to bring up, oh, well, he's a swinger? So he has to be swinging with somebody in the neighborhood. Why does he have to be swinging with a family in the neighborhood? Why do you have to go that far?
No, I thought it was somebody in a barn. That's what some barn that they were swinging in. I didn't know it was a neighbor swinging, but what the hell? That's just disgusting. Yeah, that's disgusting. I'm going to leave this here and say this. That is nasty to torture kids, for one. I don't get down with that. I don't. I don't even think that when we were in high school, we had to deal with crap like this. I don't. I think that it was more of a community, like a family.
I think the only bullying, people would make fun of how you dressed or how you talked or how you acted, that kind of thing, but not that bad. They wouldn't call your family out for stuff, and they didn't go digging for things. People didn't go digging for your background and digging dirt on your family, and they wouldn't make fun of your family. They made fun of your hair because it was too high because it was in the 80s and 90s, and we always had
we liked our Aquanet, by the way. We did like our Aquanet. Yeah.
We sure did. We liked our Aquanet, and we liked high hair and big hair and curly hair and all that. And that was the big thing.
But we weren't bullies like that. That's no. And
that was
kids,
just mean and nasty.
That's disgusting. So let's just keep that. I don't know these kids, but that breaks my freaking heart for a kid. It really does.
Well, when the mom called me and told me what was happening, and said that she was going to get off social media because she couldn't handle it, she broke down and started heaving, crying, bawling and heaving, crying, and said, she's had to get off social media, that she's had to take her, it's almost going to consider and take her kids out of school.
Oh my, no, this is wrong. Okay, so then I'm going to say this. Law enforcement needs to say something. Speak
I agree.
up, daggone it. They've got to do that. Speak up. I'm sorry, because that pisses me off. That makes me mad. I don't like that bully shit.
Well, when I talked to the detective, I said, is there something you can give us once a week, once a month, something that just tell us that you're still working on it. Tell us that you're pulling phone record to say that you're doing something. And he said, well, I do a press release every week.
What?
And I'm like, but you're not getting, that's what
Thank you, Justin, and welcome y'all. But not when kids are getting freaking bullied. But listen, why? Here's what makes me mad. I'm going to say, let us know our kids are safe. Please. That's what I've been asking them. Let us know our kids are safe.
That was the first thing I asked when TBI came to my door and come in and did an interview with me. Before anybody knew anything, I looked at him and I said, can you at least tell me that this was not a kidnapping, and this was not like a child abduction, and this was not a trafficking thing? We've got kids all over this neighborhood. Yeah. I have kids.
Amen.
I live in this neighborhood.
Right.
And all she said was, well, I'm just going to tell you that you should always be watching and protecting your kids.
What?
Well, I know that. I'm not an idiot. I was born yesterday. I do protect my kids. But you can at least tell me something, that this was not an abduction or something that I need to lock my kids up in the house for the next month.
Thank you.
Nothing.
What?
She wouldn't give it. They wouldn't give us anything. She wouldn't tell me nothing.
Okay, I have a problem with it. Okay, anyone? Okay, thank y'all, and thank y'all for coming in. I went to school with her. Listen, anything that she is saying, I'm going to stand behind it because I've never known her to be a liar, one, and she's always
Why would I
spoke
lie
the
about
truth.
any of this?
So I've known her, and I hate this for you. I really do hate this for you. I don't like stuff like this. But I like to think that kids are safe, and I do believe that they should step out and let you, especially you all. I'm not in your neighborhood, Bobbie, I'm not. But y'all should have that right as the neighbors.
Well,
And
that's what I told JLR tonight. I told him that. I said, you know what made me sick is the first, like, our neighborhood is small and quiet. We're out here kind of away from everything in the county.
right?
Well, we used to be away from everything, and now things are getting built up around us. But it used to just be our neighborhood in Somerset Downs at Wilmot Point. That was the three of us, like, out here, all this out here together. But it was quiet. It was out here, you know, by ourselves.
Right.
It gets so dark and quiet out here at night. You can hear anything. Like, you can hear dogs walking and echoes across because it's so quiet and dark.
And this don't happen.
We've never...
It don't happen.
It
don't happen for... I know it don't happen. Listen, I'm gonna say it. We never had this problem, damn it. We never did.
No, it has shaken us to our core. It used to be, before this happened, we had kids would come out and play basketball. They would ride their bikes. You know, families would go out and walk their dogs and whatever. And, you know, we were just kind of out and doing stuff. When this happened, nobody moved. It was like everybody froze in their houses. Everybody was scared to death to get out. We didn't know what was going on. Plus, we were so invaded by everybody coming in, driving up and down the road, trying to figure out what was going on. Law enforcement was all over us. I didn't even know we had these units. We had, what was the first one? The first one was the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, obviously, because we're in the county. So it was Sumner County first.
And then y'all had Hendersonville came in to help some, and then y'all had Lebanon.
And then it was Hendersonville came in to help them. Then they had the canine.
Yes.
And then they had SWAT. Didn't even know we had a deadgum SWAT.
You didn't?
I didn't even know we had a SWAT.
Girl, yes,
No.
you do. I could have told y'all we have SWAT. No, you should have asked me.
We had a reason. I never had a reason to know how we had a SWAT. Nothing ever happened.
I agree.
So we had the SWAT. Then we had National Guard. And they brought their canines in.
Knoxville.
Then we had state troopers.
Yes.
And then we had drones. And then we had news helicopter.
And you had
And it was
Knoxville.
just like on and on and on.
Because I watched Knoxville leave. I did.
Yeah, I did. That's right.
Where'd she go? I might have lost her. Hold on.
All right. So basically, I mean, you see it. It's the same. Pretty much everything she's saying is the same. Part one was where she talked about the car. And she said that one of the neighbors has video on the Ring cam. Now, what I wanted to tell you guys is that video of the car has never been released. Okay. So the video that somebody is putting an overlay on, that is not the video of the car. Just so you're aware. That is not the video of the car sitting on the street. That video was never released. Thanks for watching.